The final group is on the move at the Travelers Championship, and for the first time in a long time, Scottie Scheffler has some pressure on him. But things are quickly changing. Hovland fired off another low round Saturday, grabbed a 20-under lead, and now stands between Scheffler and his first win since January. Can Hovland finish the job? Can Scottie chase him down? We got MLB Best Bets. Today's Tommy Trend, brand new Pikkit play of the day. Let's get to work. What's going on, everybody? Welcome in. It's Off the Hook Sports Talk that pays off. Powered by Pikkit. Listen, if you're not using Pikkit, what are you doing? You're behind the eight ball. You're betting blind if you're not using Pikkit. Go to the Google Play Store, the App Store, download the Pikkit app. Come have fun with us on Pikkit. Put in code OTH. Track your friends, your bets, the line movements, all at your fingertips, all in one place with Pikkit. Lots going on in this Sunday afternoon. Obviously, the big story is Scheffler and Hovland and a boxer's duel as we conclude the final round at the 75th Travelers Championship up in Cromwell, Connecticut. We'll go across the diamond and look at the MLB slate for today. Some best plays, best bets, the Pikkit play of the day, Tommy Trend. And then we'll get on out of here so we can enjoy this final round. And shit, I got to go to work tonight. First time in 2 weeks, back from vacation, so I got to do the regular 9 to 5 thing tonight. But, shit, let's have some fun. Let's see what happens, and let's get you started with golf and what's happening. Now, this fucking graphic is already outdated because these guys are just going back and forth with this in the final round of the Travelers. So right now, as it stands, Scheffler is now at 20 under. They are through 4. They're on hole 5. Scheffler just birdied the toughest hole today, which was hole 4. Scheffler just birdied that, and they are now. Scheffler is now pulled ahead at 20 under. Hovland sitting at 19 under. So hole 4 is playing the hardest today, but Scheffler, no problem for him as he birdied that, jumps out in front, and has now got a 1-stroke lead. And let me tell you, you want to talk about some movers. Before we get into the Scheffler-Hovland match, there's some other notable rounds and some other guys still on the course that are making some moves. So if you look at Alex Fitzpatrick is an interesting story. And, you know, from what I've seen, he might be better than his brother, Matt. Now, he did start off, birdied his first 3 holes today, started off hot. He's actually sitting, I believe, 20th in the FedEx standings. And right now, Alex Fitzpatrick, he did move up 4 spots today. He's tied for 10th. He's 14 under for the tournament, 3 under for the round today. So Alex Fitzpatrick was a big mover, and we did mention Jackson Suber on Tee to Green on Wednesday's show. And listen, we're gonna pat ourselves in the back a little bit here, because if you've been following us with Tee to Green and our golf shows, we did have Cam Young as an outright a few weeks back at the Cadillac Championship at Trump Doral. But some of these guys that we've been talking about of late on Tee to Green, these guys are finishing top 5, top 10, top 20. So if you're missing out, we're here on Wednesdays with Tee to Green previewing the golf tournaments. We talked about Jackson Suber. Now, he was 200 to 1 to win, said possibly a long shot. But Jackson Suber is tied for 10th. He's 14 under. He's through 11, 3 under for the day. And it's a good young player in Jackson Suber, so I think we'll hear a lot from him on tour. Denny McCarthy, he has moved up 18 spots today. He's 14 under as he's headed to 18, 5 under for the round today. And Denny McCarthy, a big mover today. Nikolai Hogard, up 36 spots today. He finishes out, cards a 62 and finished 14 under. Brian Harmon, who's another one we mentioned on Wednesday's Tee to Green, he is 15 under. through 9, moving up 6 spots. Corey Connors, a big mover, up 14 spots today, 15 under, 5 under for the round today, and he's on 15 right now. Tommy Fleetwood, even another big mover, up 17 spots, 14 under. Last year's winner, Keegan Bradley, up 22 spots. He's 14 under, tied for 11th. Lots of movers today, and some others of no. Akshay Bhatia, he was making a run at this thing. So if you look at how this shakes out, we'll get to Scheffler and Hovland in this duel. But Colin Morikawa, we talked about him on Wednesday's Tee to Green as well. And said every time we take Morikawa, he somehow screws us. But Morikawa fit this course. The question would his back hold up, and how would he respond here? Morikawa up 11 spots today, 17 under. He's on 12, and he's 6 under for the round today. So if Scheffler and Hovland run into problems, Morikawa's right there. Matt Fitzpatrick is up 2 spots today. He's tied for 3rd with Morikawa. He's on hole 8. He's 4 under for the round. Akshay Bhatia, he's also 17 under. He's on number 6, and he's 2 under for the round. So, personally, I think it's going to come down to Scheffler and Hovland, but if these two guys make some mistakes, you got a pack chasing with Morikawa, Fitzpatrick, Bhatia, and then you even get Corey Connors, Ben Griffin, and Cantlay is back there as well. He's tied for 6. He's 16 under. He's on number 6, and he's 1 under for his round today. But a lot of moves today in this final round of the 75th Travelers. Now, earlier today, Nikolai Hogard, we said he posted a 62. Cam Young fired off a 63. And Denny McCarthy, we did mention him. As we said, he was up, what did I say he was up? 17 spots now. He's 14 under. And he opened with 5 birdies through the first 6 holes. He was on pace to card a sub-60 round. I think it's kind of tailed off a little bit. I don't think we're going to get that. But those are some notables there. Not a good day for JT Poston on the par 5 13th today. He made a 12. It's not a typo. He had a 12. And what's interesting here is JT Poston, he was green side in 2 and somehow walked away with a 12. That's one of the wildest scorecards you'll see all season. So not a good day for JT Poston. Pretty much cooked you around after that. A 12. Oh, my God. I do that on the regular, but he's a 12. But again, some good early rounds. We told you yesterday scoring would be favorable again today. Lows, temperatures in the low 80s today. Very little wind, no rain. So we said scoring would be favorable. Bogeys would be gettable. There are a lot of birdie opportunities. So weather conditions favorable in Cromwell, Connecticut, low 80s, little wind. There's your weather on the 2s here from Off the Hook. It's like fucking Hurricane Schwartz giving you weather updates, but it does matter a lot here. And these guys definitely took advantage of the scoring conditions this afternoon. So let's get to the main event here. Obviously, Scheffler, Hovland, they're just going back and forth. And the interesting thing here, this is a massive spot for Hovland. This is his first, when it kicked off a little bit ago, this was his first outright 54-hole lead in over a year. Looking for his first win in roughly 15 months. Last victory was a 2025 Valspar Championship. And the last time he was in the final pairing, he shot a 67. So, again, the encouraging stat here for Hovland is he is 4 for 4 converting outright 54-hole leads on the PGA Tour. Now, can he hang on here? Because Scheffler did pull ahead. We'll have to see. And then, obviously, the Scheffler storyline, he just does what Scottie does. Shot a 60 on Friday. Started Saturday with the lead. Made 3 straight birdies in the back 9. Yet somehow he trailed by 1 starting out the day today. And, the difference here, though, with Scheffler is he hasn't been winning, even though he's been right there in the mix in the final round. So for most players, multiple runner-up finishes would be a great career year for them. But for Scottie, it feels like a slump. This is a drought. He hasn't won since January, and that's just ridiculous when you look at Scottie Scheffler not being able to put up a win since January. So we'll see right now. Still Scheffler with the one-stroke lead, 20 under. They are moving to hole 6, and Hovland right there at 19 under. And that's going to be just a great match going back and forth. The history there with them, 2023 when Hovland won the Tour Championship. Everybody thought Scheffler was going to win, and then Hovland came out the winner there. So a really good match. These guys played well together yesterday. And this is great to see on a Sunday. And then you even got this pack of Morikawa, Fitzpatrick, and Akshay Bhatia chasing them. So if these guys slip, they better be careful because these guys are on their tail. So lots of good stuff up there in Cromwell, Connecticut. And, personally, I think the winner's going to come from Hovland or Scheffler. But you never know. We'll have to see how this plays out. And they just got to be mistake-free. And play it out, but should have a great finish up there in Cromwell, Connecticut. We told you yesterday we were on here. Maybe you start looking at top 5s, top 10s, top 20 for some of these other guys because we said it's most likely going to be Hovland, Scheffler winner. Now, yesterday you could get plus money on Hovland. It was like plus 143, plus 145, depending on what book you were using or prediction market you were using. I think at the time we were on here, Profit X had the best number. Again, if you didn't take it, you're kind of cooked now. But, can the Norwegian finish this off and come back and erase the one-stroke deficit here? Or is Scheffler going to walk away with this? But we'll see. We'll see what happens. Some other golf notes, and we'll keep you updated throughout this show as the round continues here. But some other golf notes I thought was funny. The PGA Tour Champions tournament is going on. And one thing to note here, John Daly. You got to love long John Daly. Yeah, yesterday he fired a bogey-free 9 under 63 in the second round of the Dix Open, right? That's a career low on the PGA Tour Champions for long John Daly. And it's definitely not due to recent practice habits for John Daly. This is a quote from Daly after firing a 63 bogey-free 9 under yesterday. He said, "I haven't seen a driving range in 5 years. I don't work on my golf game." Daly hasn't won on the senior circuit since 2017, but you got to respect John Daly. Last time I looked, he was 1 over today through 9, tied for 26th, 7 under overall for the tournament. I believe Dickie Pride is your leader at the Dix Open today, but I gotta respect John Daly. He's honest as fuck. I mean, the guy just doesn't give a shit. John Daly, great round yesterday, but not going to win that tournament. But gotta love his honesty. And we need more John Daly. And John Daly will be playing the Jefferson Lehigh Valley Classic in our area here end of September. So looking forward to seeing him here on tour. And probably catch him down at the Wind Creek Casino after because he loves to hit those slot machines. But anyway, we did break the news. Well, most people did. We're talking about the Phil Mickelson story yesterday. We did talk about it yesterday. We're going to recap that and give you some other updated news with Phil Mickelson. Now, Phil Mickelson seems to be a dirty, dirty boy. If you look up Alan Shipnook on Scratch Golf, you look up Alan Shipnook on Twitter, he's got the link to the article there. You can read it. It's a lengthy article. 19 sources. I feel that's pretty credible from a journalistic perspective. 19 sources, pretty credible. And there's been talk over the years with Phil not being that nice guy that he portrays himself to be. So behind closed doors and outside of the public, Phil not necessarily what he appears to be. Looks can be deceiving, so to speak, with Phil Mickelson. But just to give you a Cliff Notes version of the Phil Mickelson story, if you haven't heard, and this is going to come out this is going to be talked about all week. So there is a lengthy investigative report from Alan Shipnuck at Scratch Golf. He is a credible and respected reporter amongst sports journalists in the golf world. There have been multiple allegations involving Phil Mickelson's behavior over the past number of years, including accusations of inappropriate conduct toward women, unwanted advances, and claims that his behavior contributed to his departures from several private golf clubs. Now, we said 19 sources Shipnuck has. He's also said this is the hardest he's worked on any piece. When to get it right. You got to respect that. The report includes interviews with numerous sources, including former tour wife Ashley Perez, who alleges Mickelson showed her an explicit photo of himself and made unwanted advances during a tournament week back in 2015. Also, allegations of inappropriate behavior at social gatherings, claims involving women at multiple private clubs, and reports that Mickelson left or resigned memberships at several exclusive clubs, including the Farms, the Madison Club, and the Bridges. Now, of course, Mickelson's representative dispute the allegations and say others involve mistakes he's already acknowledged publicly or privately. They also emphasize that Phil is focused on family matters and personal growth. Sure he is. That's a typical PR move, and of course we're going to say that. So now this story breaks. If you remember a few weeks ago, this didn't get a lot of spotlight, but a few weeks ago, a report surfaced that Mickelson resigned from the Farms Golf Club following allegations involving inappropriate conduct or contact with a female employee. Now, rumor has it that they chased him down while he was mid-round and told him to get the fuck out. So if they're chasing you down mid-round, I think that's pretty credible that you probably did something you shouldn't be doing. So what comes of this? More to be seen throughout the week and the weeks to come with Phil Mickelson as this story unfolds. Now, one thing to note, and again, this is a lengthy article, but that's just the high-level overview, the Cliff Notes version, so to speak, of Phil. So Phil actually paid a kid in the pro shop $500 to drive around the course because his wife would check his location on his phone. Talk about an insane power move from Mickelson. This is from the article. It says another Bridges member who regularly played golf with Mickelson says Phil would give his phone to a young man in the pro shop and pay him $500 to drive around the course for 3 or 4 hours. Amy was tracking his phone. That way she would think he was out on the golf course. That gave Phil time to sneak over to this guy's house and have his secret rendezvous. Phil is a dirty, dirty boy. And again, these are allegations, but with 19 credible sources, I don't know. I kind of feel like that's pretty valid with what's going on with Phil. So again, if you want the detailed article, Scratch Golf, Alan Shipnuck, Twitter, you can find it there. But we'll keep you updated in the days, weeks to come here on Off the Hook as far as what happens with Phil Mickelson. And I'm sure more is going to come out with Phil and what's happening. So before we head across the diamond and get to MLB, Scheffler, Hovland, Scheffler still 20 under, and Hovland 1 stroke back at 19 under as they are headed to hole 6. Hovland 1 over for today. Scheffler 1 under for today. Batia is now 18 under, and he is 3 under for the round today. He is on hole 7. So then you got Corey Connors right there and Morikawa at 17 under, along with Matt Fitzpatrick and Patrick Cantlay, all 17 under. So again, it's like we said, Hovland and Scheffler have some pressure behind them. So they got to keep pace, or you could see maybe Batia, maybe Morikawa, maybe Corey Connors, maybe Matt Fitzpatrick. Things are going to get interesting, I feel, this afternoon up in Cromwell, Connecticut. But enough golf for now. Like I said, we'll keep a close eye on the leaderboard here, and but we'll go across the diamond and get you some MLB best bets, top plays, things on my radar for this afternoon. A few games on the slate jumping out at me tonight. And then after MLB, we'll go through Tommy Trend and the Pikkit Play of the Day, which we always post the Pikkit Play of the Day on our X page at OTH Sports Pod. So make sure you keep checking out for that daily on our X page. But let's look at, the slate today is loaded for MLB games. Lots of games underway. We got the Yankees trying to avoid a sweep in Boston. Who would have thought that? We came on here Thursday. Pick-up play of the day was the Yankees. Thought it was a good spot for the Yankees to get it done in Boston with the recent slide of the Red Sox and travel issues with the Red Sox getting back home. But nonetheless, that didn't cash. And the Yankees have lost the first three in Boston, and Boston has the worst home record in baseball. So we'll see if the Yankees can avoid a sweep. The Braves sending Chris Sale to the bump tonight, and a couple betting angles that really stand out in the card for us in case you're interested in throwing some cash on some MLB games this afternoon and tonight. But the biggest game on the board is we'll start with Sunday Night Baseball, and that's the Yankees-Red Sox trying to avoid getting swept by the Red Sox. Yankees got outscored 16-5 first three games in this series. Unbelievable. You would never expected that, as New York has been one of the best teams in the American League all season. Now, the Yankees, I believe, have not had an off day since June 15th, and you could argue, and it looked like Schiller was tired on Thursday. Is this fatigue starting to get in? Is fatigue starting to settle in with the Yankees as they haven't had an off day since June 15th? But again, you wouldn't have expected them to get outscored 16-5 first three games against the Red Sox. A problem, no Aaron Judge. I believe they're 12-10 without Judge. So they've been playing basically the entire month of June without him. They have stayed afloat, but the offense just hasn't been the same. So, Rodon, he's been solid, 3.70 ERA, 46 strikeouts, 41 innings, only 3 home runs allowed. He's on the bump tonight and hasn't allowed more than 3 runs in any start. Boston countering with Sonny Gray tonight. Gray's ERA sits below 3, but there's some regression signs underneath the hood of Sonny Gray. The bigger question is can the Red Sox offense keep carrying this team after scoring 16 runs in 3 games against the Yankees? I don't know. I kind of do like the under here. I can tell you this game is a pickup play of the day, which we'll get to. But the under stands out. Just both starters are capable of working deep into the game. And bullpens on both sides have been solid of late. So it feels like we could get a good matchup between these two teams on Sunday Night Baseball. We'll get you the pickup play of the day. It does have to do with this game, but I do. God, I hope the Yankees could avoid getting swept by Boston. That'd be terrible. And the under seems to be a play here. So we'll let you know in just a few minutes what that is with the pickup play of the day. Another game, Braves Giants. That kind of jumped out to me. The Braves sending Chris Sale to the bump tonight. Sale's been. He's been ridiculous late. 2.14 ERA, 3-0 in day games, and Braves are one of the best road teams in baseball. Meanwhile, the Giants, well, they're just a gigantic fucking mess. Giants, Rockies, Mets, all cellar dwellers. And, even though the Giants did cash for pick and play of the day, they're just fucking god-awful. So they've just been bad at home all season. And, betting market has moved heavily toward the Braves. So if you like that game, want to throw some money on that, the angle there would be Braves money line. And when Sale is pitching and you're only laying around a -160, it's not hard to look in that direction. Another one that just got underway, A's Angels. It's a sneaky game. Sharp bettors like this game. A's have taken money all afternoon leading up to the start of this game. Aaron Savali has been dramatically better during day games. 3-0, 1.64 ERA in day games. Meanwhile, Aldegari for the Angels in day starts, 13.5 ERA, and the A's hit the left-handed pitching well. So if you got any action on that, A's money line would have been the play there. That game is underway, and let's just get you updated here for the MLB scoreboard this afternoon. Some of these games going on here. Believe it or not, the Angels on top of the A's right now, 4-0, bottom of the third. Go figure. Phillies 5-4 over the Mets, bottom of the seventh. Now, we said it the other day, and I did do it. And the nice thing with, if you're using the Pikkit app, you can tag your bets, and you can categorize them and filter them out by category. So we set one up against the Mets because we are betting against the Mets every day from now until the end of the MLB season, and we're going to track and see what our profit is because I'm sure it will be profitable. So we did play Phillies run line. It was plus money today against the Mets. Now Phillies got to do some work and score a little bit more for us to cash at. But Phillies up 5-4 over the terrible New York Mets. And I guess the only way the Mets can put fans in the seats is you had OG Anunoby throughout the first pitch today and traded jerseys with Jose Reyes apparently. So that's apparently the only way the Mets can get fans in the seats is to have OG Anunoby throw the first pitch out. So, some other games to note here. Royals on top of the White Sox, 5-4, bottom of the sixth. Braves Giants just underway. Tigers Astros tied at 3, going to the bottom of the eighth. Twins on top of the Rockies, 3-2, top of the eighth. Brewers and Cubs tied at 1, top of the eighth. And Astros Tigers 3-3, bottom of eighth. Reds Pirates on top of the Reds, 5-4. That is the rain delay. And you got the Nationals on top of the Orioles, bottom of the eighth, and the Rangers Blue Jays tied at 2, top of the ninth, and Cardinals on top of the Marlins 2-1, bottom of the eighth. And Mariners all over the Cleveland Indians 4-1, top of the eighth. There, and that's the latest cross the diamond there on the MLB slate. The Rays did beat up on the Diamondbacks. They won that contest 5-1 earlier this afternoon. Dodgers and Padres just got underway in San Diego. That's 0-0, bottom of the first. So everything just underway except for Yankees, Red Sox. That's a 7:20 first pitch tonight on NBC, Peacock, wherever you catch that. A couple props looking at Ben Rice over 1.5 hits, runs, RBIs. Ben Rice is absolutely destroyed right-handed pitching this season, averaging over 2.5 hits, runs, RBIs per game against right-handed starters, and gets Sonny Gray on the bump tonight. So if Gray pitches well, I think Rice can still cash this through runs scored and lineup opportunities. Some other long shot home run picks in this game tonight. Jazz Chisholm plus 700. The one that really stands out, Cody Bellinger plus 750. I believe it's been 10 games now since Bellinger has hit a home run. So he's about due. So the Chisholm one, throw it out there in case anyone's interested. It's good money if you want to take a flyer, and as long as he's not eating fucking blow pops while he's batting, he might get it. But Cody Bellinger at plus 750, I do like that. Both show positive value on projection models. And the Bellinger 10 game homer drought makes me want to play that even more. So plus 50 around would again depend on what book you're playing. But I tell you all the time, Pikkit. You can shop the line movements at your fingertips if you have all your books synced to your Pikkit account. So make sure you do that. But the Bellinger play I do like. And now the Dodgers-Padres game, we said it's just underway. We had Yamamoto over 6.5 strikeouts yesterday. Came up short. Didn't get it done. Dodgers blew out the Padres. I think they scored 9 runs in the 6th inning or something. It was ridiculous. But Yamamoto came up short on the Pikkit play of the day. But again, Emmett Sheehan on the bump tonight for the Dodgers. Padres have become more strikeout-prone lineup than their reputation suggests. I do like Emmett Sheehan over 5.5 strikeouts. That is a play of ours, official play here at Off the Hook. Did play it, and I think if he works into the 6th inning, I think that he gets the number. I hope we can cash that. It is not the Pikkit play of the day, but it is an official play of ours. So I do like the Emmett Sheehan over 5.5 strikeouts. So again, recapping some of my favorite plays: Braves money line, Yankees, Red Sox. We'll get to that in a second with the Pikkit play of the day. The A's money line, they're fucking losing, so that's good. But Ben Rice over 1.5 hits, runs, RBIs there. So. That's around the diamond there with the MLB updates for this afternoon and for tonight. And we'll get you the Tommy trend of the day before we get you the Pikkit play of the day. So talking about the A's and the Angels, the under is 25-16-1. And A's road games this season, that's good for plus 7.4 units. Despite what people think about that A's offense, odds makers consistently price the road total a little too high, and the trend has continued to cash throughout the season. It doesn't look good right now. But Savali, like we said, teams. So Savali is 25-13 when facing opponents with a winning percentage below 430. Over the last 6+ seasons. The Angels fit it, but obviously Savali can get it done because they're fucking losing. But we'll see. But those are some of the trends going into that game. The trends would have told you A's money line under 9.5. Also with the trend, just because the under is 25-16-1 in A's road games this season. So. The under 9.5 still might hit, but look. Sometimes the Tommy trend is complicated. Sometimes it's simple as following: profitable road under and backing a pitcher who consistently beats bad baseball teams. That's today's Tommy trend. Take it or leave it because the game's underway, and like I said, I think the under might hit, but it's pretty much about all you're going to get there, unless the Angels completely shit the bed. But. That's the Tommy trend for the day. And the Pikkit play of the day, we did say it was going to be the Yankees-Red Sox game tonight. Now, I just can't imagine the Yankees getting swept by this god-awful Red Sox team tonight. I just don't see it. I don't know. I know the Yankees, like I said, haven't had an off day in almost 2 weeks. I don't know. I don't know. I feel like they have to get it done. They're staring at this 4-game sweep against this god-awful Red Sox team. They got outscored 16-5 first 3 games. I just think I like the value on New York as a slight dog tonight. And the plus money there, or plus 104. Rodon getting the ball on the mound for the Yankees. Like we said, 3.70 ERA, 46 strikeouts in 41 and a third innings. Hasn't allowed more than 3 runs in any start, and only 3 home runs allowed all season. Another play there would possibly be the under. Sonny Gray has been good, but like we said, there's some signs of regression under those numbers when you look under the hood with the Sonny Gray numbers. So the under, I think the under is set at 8. Maybe 8.5. Again, depending on what book you're using. You get a good pitching matchup, I feel. So I feel like the under, but I just feel the Yankees, they got to avoid a sweep here. And we said Sonny Gray's been excellent, but there's signs that his numbers may be just a little bit better than some of these underlying metrics suggest for Sonny Gray. Hey, look, you got to give it to the Red Sox and tip your cap to Boston. They play great ball all weekend. But I just feel like it's a tough task to complete a 4-game sweep against one of the best teams in the American League. It just feels like a tough mountain to climb for the rest. Maybe they get it done. I don't know. We'll see. I just feel this Boston team, again, they took advantage of a tired Yankees team who hasn't had an off day in almost 2 weeks. But when you look at the Yankees, they've already taken 4 of the first 7 meetings this season. It just feels like a good buy low spot. Hey, look, sometimes the best value comes when a good team is coming off a few bad games. So we like the Yankees here. Yankees money line tonight with that plus money to avoid the sweep by the terrible Boston Red Sox. That is the Pikkit play of the day. And like we said, make sure you download that Pikkit app, the Google Play Store, the App Store. Put in code OTH when you set up your account. Track it, share it, follow all the action on Pikkit, and have some fun with us there on Pikkit. And that's it. That's all we got. In and out. I ain't tight. Like a fade. Fuck I'm saying. But that's it. Let's get you caught up here. I'll give you a golf update before we get the fuck out of here. I wanted to say high and tight like a fresh fade, but I just had a total blank. But we have some movement. Scheffler at 20 under. Corey Connors up 20 spots today is now, we have a three-way tie for second at 18 under. Corey Connors, Akshay Bhatia, and Viktor Hovland. And now 18 under, chasing Scheffler. Scheffler now has a two-stroke lead, and him and Hovland are on hole 7. And then you got Colin Morikawa right there at 17 under. He's on 13, 6 under for the round today. Patrick Cantlay, he's also right there with Morikawa at 17 under. So lots of movement in the past 10 minutes since we got off the golf segment. But I told you, if one of these guys makes some mistakes, you're going to have this pack chasing them. And Corey Connors taking advantage, up 20 spots today. The Canadian making moves. Good on him. He is 8 under for the round today. And he is on 18. Akshay Bhatia is on 8. He's 3 under for the round. And Morikawa is on hole 13. He is 6 under for the round. So that's the latest from the Travelers Championship up there in Cromwell, Connecticut. Going to be a good one this afternoon. So settle in and make sure you check out the final round there. Final round and see what happens. And we'll see. But that's all we got for you. And Travelers Championship underway. Scottie Scheffler, 2-stroke lead over the Canadian Corey Connors. Hovland slipping a little bit. And looking forward to seeing how this shakes out this afternoon. Hey, listen, this was a quick one today. We said high and tight, like fresh fade. But listen, if you enjoyed the show, you laughed because I lose my train of thought here and there. Well, listen, go ahead, hit the like, subscribe button, subscribe to the channel, follow us on X and YouTube at OTH Sports Pod. Listen, we started off as a 1-day-a-week podcast. We are here 4, 5, sometimes 6 days a week, sometimes every fucking day. You're going to get sick of us. But listen, we're on here a lot, at least 4 or 5 days a week, helping you guys beat the books. So, listen, if you're new here, welcome. If you're one of the OGs, thank you for sticking around. We appreciate you coming along for this ride. It's going to be a good one. Lots of stuff coming up. Football season right around the corner. Lots to do with football. Merch coming, stickers coming, lots of good shit coming. And off the hook. So appreciate everyone, the OGs, the newbies. Listen, like, subscribe, comment. Every like, share, subscribe helps us build this thing the right way and helps you guys beat the books. And that's what it's all about. And as always, show is powered by Pikkit. Make sure you download that Pikkit app. Have some fun with us on Pikkit. Follow us on Pikkit. All our verified picks there. Put in code OTH when you set up your Pikkit account. And let's have some fun with Pikkit. All your friends, all your bets, line movements, all at your fingertips with that Pikkit app. My boys Mookie and Nash, they're waiting for a walk again, as usual. Patiently waiting. Gotta love them. So listen, Travelers Championship. Hovland is now in second at 19 under. Good grief. Scheffler still holding the 1-stroke lead. Thanks for hanging out with us this afternoon. Should be a good one as we finish up the Travelers. We'll be back Wednesday with Tee to Green, and we'll be back 5 days next week. Fuck it. Maybe back tomorrow and Tuesday. Whatever. But listen, thanks for hanging out with us. Enjoy the games. Let's cash some of these tickets. Let's beat the books. And remember, the books don't give refunds. So do your homework. Shop the lines. Never stop looking for an edge For Mookie and Nash, Tommy Trends, this is Off the Hook. Sports talk that pays off. We gone.